This is amazing. It seems like CurseForge may have quietly gone in and fixed this. So, wow, I did not know that today would be the day that such a long-standing bug would be fixed. So I was recording me answering questions for a Q&A portion of my upcoming podcast episode, which should be coming out in a few days. And I made a discovery that couldn't wait and that I needed to share with everybody immediately. Let me break a mod real quick here so I can show everybody how to fix a broken mod and how to prevent a mod from breaking. This one, all the biggest ones I see, I already have downloaded because I am a mods freak. Okay, here, this one is cosmetics. This one is 448 megabytes, which isn't huge, but it's decent. Let me show you my, well, this isn't a trick. This is how I figured out what's going on with mod files breaking, okay? If you're downloading a mod, click install, and then that download is interrupted, like I clicked out of there real fast, then I'll go back here, see if it did the thing. There it is, okay. It did not do the thing. Let's try again. Now, did they fix this? What happens if I actually quit the game and then get back in? Oh my gosh. They did something. I exited out. What happens if I actually quit the game and then get back in? It started downloading again immediately after I got back in instead of breaking the file, which is what previously would happen. Watch the last podcast if you want to know what that problem was about. But I did basically a whole podcast about that problem, and it seems maybe somebody at CurseForge saw it and fixed the problem, which would be incredible and amazing, and I hope that is the case. But let's see. Let's get back into this. It says out of date. That's odd. It hadn't finished downloading yet, and I exited the game, and now it's acting like it just needs to update. Huh. Well, that's definitely an improvement over it saying that it's broken and needing to completely uninstall it and reinstall it. Let's see what happens if I just click update. Will it finish installing? Let us see. Anyway, I know that there are still some people having this issue. I get the reports all the time. So it seems like they're working on fixes, but it might still be a thing on console or in some situations, or some people may just still have files that were previously broken. So while we're waiting for this to download, I don't know if I've been making a whole lot of sense with this, but let me give you the shortest version possible of what's going on, okay? So this has been a problem since ASA started. I did a whole bunch of testing because I kept having an issue with this early on, and I figured out a pattern for what caused it. If you're downloading a mod and then you interrupt the download by like accidentally clicking back or something like that, that would interrupt the download if you went back to the main menu, and that would apparently break the file. And so when you come back into the mods list, it would say invalid, broken file, etc. And so there was all kinds of things that I had to do as workarounds, and that I taught other people to do as well as workarounds to prevent this problem, including not letting the server launcher update mods, because if you get timed out while it's downloading or updating mods, that would break all those mods. And it was bad. But what's apparently been happening for some of the custom cosmetic packs, especially the big ones, not the small armor pieces, but, the big ones that have a whole lot of structure cosmetics, what was happening is that the game would try to dynamically download it in the background, like I just was talking about, how it installs a little piece in the background, but you wouldn't know that was happening. And there wouldn't be anything on the screen or anything to let you know that you were actually downloading a mod. And if in the middle of that, either you got a host timeout, your game crashed, or you just didn't know any better, and so you exited the game because you were done playing for now, that would then break that particular custom cosmetic that had been trying to download in the background. And then if you would go and look at your mods list, it would show up on the list, but it would say it was broken. And then if you tried to buy it, it wouldn't let you download it because you already had a broken version of it. It was a massive pain in the butt that a lot of modders have been very frustrated about because they are getting people blaming them for this constantly, and it's not something that they have any power over. You know, they make the mod, CurseForge delivers the mod to the game, which is managed by Wildcard, and it's somewhere in the middle here that it's getting broken. It's not the modder's fault. It's not Wildcard's fault either. It's happening in transit, but the modders were the ones bearing the brunt of the complaints about it. And people saying that I tried to buy your mod and I couldn't. I couldn't download it. And the only way to get rid of it in that situation was to do the uninstall all mods thing, or if you're on PC, to dig in the files, find the dang folder, and delete it so that then you could do a clean install. It was massive pain in the butt. So anyway, that's what causes that. If you still have something that says broken file like that, then that's basically what you need to do. You need to uninstall it, either by installing it and then uninstalling it, by finding the folder and deleting that if you're on PC, or if you're on console, since console doesn't let you access your own files. Sadly, you don't have any other option right now, currently, except to uninstall all mods. So if you do that, make sure to write a list first, write a list of all your mods, then do the uninstall all mods, clear your cache, which if you don't know how to do that, takes a few extra steps on console. I have a thing on my Discord that some modders wrote and they were sharing around to help out players and stuff. So I've got that on my Discord. If you need instructions on how to clear your cache on console, and then you need to restart the console, and then you need to go back in game, go back into the mods list here, and reinstall all your mods one by one. It is super annoying, but it seems like maybe they've fixed it, or at least they're trying a fix for it, because I was just trying to break a mod in my usual way that I mentioned in the last podcast that I've had for a year and a half, 2 years. I've had a way that I could break a mod every single time, just for illustration purposes. If I needed a broken file, I could show a broken file. All I needed to do was pick a fairly big one, so it would take a little while to download, start it downloading, and then exit out of the mods list, and that would break it. This time, I couldn't get one to break. I mean, I tried with multiple different ones. I even exited out of the game entirely while one was downloading, and it didn't break the file. This is amazing. It seems like that CurseForge may have quietly gone in and fixed this, which, if they did, kudos to them for that. Thank you so very much. Yes, that is amazing, and will save the modding community especially, and the player community. It'll save everybody so much headache. So thank you to them for that. If you do still have any still showing up as broken, though, now you know what to do. Just follow the instructions that I just said, or go to my Discord if you want a written walkthrough step by step of exactly what to do. So, wow. I did not know that today would be the day that such a long-standing bug would be fixed, but it is this day. It is a good day, my friends. It is a good day. All right. Now let's go move on to the next question here. Hello, my fine feathered friends. This is Songbird, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your own Ark Survival Ascended server through Nitrado. I'll walk you through the whole process, answer the most common questions people have, and share my copy-paste configuration files to make setup faster. If you're new to the channel, I make videos